First lesson I chose about the wealthy man. What I learned from it, I learned from it that the wealthiness that we have, it will pass away. It is just immaterial things. Because anything you have right now, if you don't have God in your heart, it is nothing. Everything you want to do or decision in life, put God first. And don't forget to help the person that are in need. If you have ability to help, because at the end of the day, you can bring anything when you die. Only you can bring when you die is a good thing. You did the love of God and the love of your family and friends, because God provides us everything we have right now. Second lesson I choose is about the miracle of a fisherman sent from the chosen one. There is a great and wonderful lesson that we should learn from this book of Matthew. First of all, Jesus is inviting us to follow him. If there is one call in your life that you should answer seriously and sincerely, it would be Christ's call to follow him. God has a purpose in your life. God lead you exactly where you are right now, and we should. This is my story in life in the past that I can apply on the first lesson I chose about the wealthy man. This pandemic time, many of us suffer, and one of that is my family and I. We struggle about financial situation so much because I have 5 siblings and all of them are studying. For my situation, the money that my dad sent me every time, I can't receive the same amount because the value of our money going lower. And he can add more because I have 2 cousins that my dad provide for their financial need in their studies. That's why he told me to find a part-time job. But the problem is I'm not graduated yet. If as a foreigner in this country, it's hard to find a job, especially if you are not graduated yet. The time I'm so stressed, I ask guidance to God that and asking him a miracle will happen in this hard situation of my life. And this is what happened. I can say money is nothing if there is no God in our life. My uncle offered my dad that this year he's the one who will send money to his nephew. So he sent me the exact amount that my father used to send me every time. That's the first miracle that happened. The second miracle that happened, every time I receive money from Western Union. So when I went to receive money from Western Union, I found a manager that this time. It was early in the morning at 9 a.m. something like that. So when I went, they always don't do that, but they took my money, converted it into dollar, and then they convert it in pesos now. So it's higher. So I received 4,000 more in the money that I used to take. So I was so happy. So I took 1K that I wanted to give to the manager. But this is a good part of the story. The manager told me one thing that I couldn't believe. He told me, you are a student. You need money more than I do. So I took the money and I went. That's why before everything, put God first. After you think about something else, God knows our inner and outside problem. I can say thank God for this blessing. The miracle of the fisherman. So I need to relate that to my life. This is a concrete situation happened to me that I was almost to give up. But God guided me every part of the way. This is the time that I was to discover. I discovered before I don't have any idea about Philippines. Or we can just say that I didn't know that there's a country in Philippines. When I was in the college in my country, I met one person that worked in an agency that bring people abroad to work and study. And one of the countries was Philippines. And he convinced my family, and especially my dad, that he can help me. They talk about the exact amount that we need to pay, including my 1 year accommodation, 1 year tuition fee for the school, where I study English because I don't know how to speak English. All I know is my country language and French. And when I arrived in Philippines, supposedly I need to go out from Terminal 3. And the agency officer was waiting for me in Terminal 1, so we didn't meet. So I took a taxi to go to my hotel because I had a booking of my hotel on my paper. So the taxi driver brought me to my hotel. Instead of paying 500 pesos, he charged me 1K because I didn't know anything. So thanks God, at least I reached in the hotel safely. So the representative met me. After 2 days, I gave him the complete money for my study. But instead of studying 1 year, that they said, I only study 3 months. Okay. But when I came, he enrolled me in LPU for only 2 months first. And then I studied English there correctly. But he said he can enroll me for 3 months only. I studied 2 months completely, and 1 month left, he couldn't pay. He told me to pay more money. But I already paid all the money that I was having at that time, the total money. Because at that time, my father didn't have money. The all money that he had, he invested in me to do that. It was 1 year food, 1 year accommodation, 1 year of my tuition fee in school. But not even 6 months, I came in Philippines. They say they don't have money. I need to pay it again. Because of what happened, I need to transfer from Makati to Parañaque. When we are in Parañaque, the representative left us with one of his friends. And he said he wants to find a job. But instead of finding a job, he left Philippines and he went abroad. He went to another country, like he went to Dubai. So he called us and said that he cannot help us anymore. We can help ourselves. So at that time, I met a Filipino person that taught me how to speak English and taught me how to deal with people in Philippines. And the person also showed me Las Piñas, because I didn't know about Las Piñas. And the person showed me Perpetua. And then the person helped me to enroll in Perpetua and everything. Actually, I didn't know the person, I just met her. So what I can say here is that anything you do in this life, put God first. Because without Him, you cannot do anything. At 2017, when I came here, I did not even believe that I could study here, because I didn't know how to speak English very well. The only thing I knew is French and my country language. But God put that person because of He wanted that person to help me. And all I can say, I'm grateful, because all the time I was praying God and I was wishing to all the people that are in my situation to get well. This is the calling of God for me to study here, because I overcome all the struggle in my life just to study in Philippines here. I choose the today's gospel, January 12, 2021, Mark 1, 21, 28. The thing that I learned from today's gospel, He is always protecting us in any situation. As long as you put God first, He will not let you fail. He is always there, even there is bad thing happen. Just put it in your mind. He is the one who made it, who made this for you to be more stronger. I can share this one to my family, that God first before anything. You do every day of your life. And if there is someone that do bad thing, don't think or try to revenge. God is there beside you. He is the one who will gonna do it for you. In other way, they can learn their lesson, because He is our protector from evil spirit. The prayer that we do every night before we sleep, when we wake up, and before we leave the house, it will protect us all along. God is with us in every step of the way. Never give up, still fighting, continue to reach our dream.